Which door do you take to get in? You're trying to get into an exclusive nightclub. The general entrance line is long and not moving at all. 99% of people wait here hoping to get in. The VIP line is celebrities and billionaires, which you are not. Do you give up on getting in? Or do you take the third door, the back alley door? If your life depended on getting in, would you find a way even if the first two doors turned you away? Maybe the third door is a window you have to crawl through, risking a fall and a broken leg. This concept of finding the third door, along with other strategies inspired by Alex Banayan's book, The Third Door, will be shared to illustrate how successful people launch their careers. The first action to take from this book is to always look for the third door. Successful people who launch their careers on their own always look for multiple ways to get in. Well, you could try to get in the general line or the VIP line at the club. Persist in your effort. We don't mean just persist and try to get in the first or second door repetitively. That's the definition of insanity. Doing something over and over and expecting a different result. Instead, look for the third way to get in. As Alex says in his book, there is always the third door. It's the entrance where you have to jump out of the line, run down the alley, bang on the door 100 times, crack open a window, sneak through the kitchen. There's always a way. Find your third door in life. When I decided to move to Florida, having been in the Texas oil and gas industry for 8 years, the job market that fit me was limited. Florida does not have crude oil refineries. Of course, my dream of living by the ocean on the Florida coast could not simply be forgotten. The general entrance of finding a job in oil and gas in Florida was not an option. The VIP line, where I could do my job online, this was before the pandemic, was also not an option. The third door option I decided to take was to rebrand myself as a project manager instead of strictly an oil and gas chemical engineer with skills that were not needed in Florida. This third door opened up job opportunities for me with companies that wanted my talent, and I was able to move to Florida. Always think of the third door and how you can get to where you desire. The next action to take is to do your research. Alex talks about how he hacked the Price is Right contest. He got selected because he figured out that the selection is not random and that they picked the wildest audience members. Even when he looked ridiculous, Alex wore neon yellow sunglasses. I did my research when I was getting interviewed for a renewable wind energy company. Although I had no prior background in electrical engineering, I learned the basics to at least be able to speak intelligently about it. The next action to take to achieve your goal is to find an inside man. To complete his mission for the Third Door book, Alex had to have interviews with many famous, tough-to-reach people. Many times the way he got to the famous person was by asking someone who either worked for them or knew them to get an introduction. This works the same in life. Many job interviews I've gotten were because I had someone recommend me for the position. Recruiters favor recommendations over a random person who submits their resume. Find your inside man and a mentor for every job. Although finding an inside man to get your introduction to the person you're trying to reach is much easier, the book also gives you the structure of cold emails. I've never really thought about how I've written them in the past. The structure given in the book is along the lines of this. First, acknowledge that the person you're emailing is busy and give them credit. Then establish your credibility. Then ask a specific question. Then acknowledge if they are too busy to respond, you understand, but that a 1 or 2 line reply would really make your day. I think where most people fail with email is that they don't ask specific questions. They ask the person to call them or meet with them so they can pick their brain. That makes it sound like you don't even know what you would say if you were given a chance to pick their brain. Be specific. Giving the option to respond in a short manner is genius. I know when I get an email that requires a long response, I'll either not respond to it or delay to when I have more time, which can be hard to find. However, if I have an email that requires a one-line answer, I'm more likely to respond immediately. I read it and get it off my to-do list. Next lesson is to not beat yourself up for missed opportunities, but to prepare yourself for the next ones. Luck is like a bus. If you miss one, there is always the next one. But if you're not prepared, you won't be able to jump on. Don't stress if you miss an opportunity. Instead, get ready for the next one. Life-changing opportunities probably come at you several times in a year. You just have to be ready to take them. Next lesson is to believe in yourself. As you go through an experience, be it on a job or a business, you'll be told many times that you can't do something. Don't let anyone tell you your dream is impossible. You're going to hear no many times. Stay in the fight and continue working towards your dreams. Use the hidden reservoir of courage to push yourself through. Success and failure, often viewed as opposites, aren't necessarily opposites. Failure can launch you towards success if you keep trying and learning from your mistakes. Believe in the fact that some rules and social norms are meant to be broken. You have to take the final at a specific time? Says who? What expectations can apply to you? Can you not be a female engineer because it's male-dominated? So what if it is? Be adventurous. In the book, Alex goes on an international trip and gets mentors and connections he never dreamed of because he said yes to what seemed like a crazy last-minute trip invitation from a guy he just met. Sometimes you just have to risk it. I did a month where I said yes to every invite. While we can't guarantee that you'll meet amazing people everywhere you go, at least one of your crazy trips, if not all, will help you grow as a person or in your business. The next lesson is to bite off more than you can chew. You might not know exactly how you'll get everything done, but you'll figure out a way. Just like Alex bit off more than he could chew with his mission that seemed impossible at the start, to meet all these successful and very busy people when he was simply a college student.
So can you.
The path will probably be a lot of hard work, lots of no's, constant rejection, and many mistakes, but you'll figure out how to eat this element one bite at a time. Make your own decisions that are right for you. In the book, Alex had an amazing opportunity to work with a mentor, but he turned it down to pursue his dream of writing the Third Door book. You have to go after your mission and pass on some opportunities. You can't out-Amazon Amazon. You can't copy people's strategies. You have to make the strategy yours. Always ask. If you don't ask, the answer is no. If you ask, it might still be a no, but it might be a yes. Lots of successful people want to help another person. Next action is to kiss different kinds of frogs. Have you ever found yourself at a place where you tried and failed and you felt like you're wasting your energy and time on something you didn't progress?
Life can get that way.
Think of it this way. In a pool of frogs, you kiss each frog and hope one of them turns into a prince. What if instead of kissing every frog, you started kissing different kinds of frogs? The ones with dots don't turn into princes? Okay, don't just go kissing them. Find a different frog to kiss that doesn't have dots. In life, you can't just use brute force. You have to have different strategies to work through. Keep in mind that there is no holy grail. Alex desperately wanted to get a holy grail from Mr. Gates, but he realized that there is no one action or quote that can change your life. The way to change your life is to make things happen. You need to think bigger and think differently. This one hit home. Whatever you decide to devote yourself to, there are probably hundreds of other people trying to do the same thing. Think bigger and differently from them. Remember to focus on happiness, not what society tells you is success. Most people seem to know about Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Many people forget about Steve Wozniak. He didn't want the prestigious titles. He wanted to be an engineer. While society tells us that success is the most powerful position possible, Wozniak decided to ask himself what would make him the happiest. What would make you the happiest? For me, it's time freedom, not a CEO position. Always stay an intern. If you want to learn something, learn from the best by being an intern. While it might seem like a step back to a low-level position, you have to keep being an intern to keep learning. You don't know everything about every business. You can always learn from other people. To level up, you have to keep learning. Keep making mistakes. There is no holy grail. Advice won't change your life. Your mistakes are going to change you the most. Post the video. Get fewer than 100 views. Figure out what you need to do differently. Remember to make the right choices. On Harry Potter, Dumbledore says, "It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." Make the right choices today. Fuel your body, mind, and soul each and every day. They don't have to be big choices. They can be small. You can cut down your Netflix from 3 to 2 hours. Just make it the right choice. Hope these actions have helped you to learn how to find the third door. Which action helped you the most with improving your life and getting away from being an average person? Let us know in the comments.